Okay. Hold on. What's up? Hello, Max. Hello, Andre. Hello, Sarah G. We are back. Oh my God. Here we go. All right, so I scared off the cat because she has the sniffles. She has allergies. Now I have a cat with allergies. That makes no sense, right? Anyway, but she has allergies. I'm convinced. And I texted some vet friends, and they're like, yeah, last year, apparently, during the quarantine, there's so much we didn't know last year, right, at this time. And so there was a lot of fear. And so apparently people with cats and dogs were calling their vets because there were cats and dogs that had allergies, and people thought that they were sicker than just allergies. So I texted my vet and I'm like, I think she's got allergies. And he goes, yeah, that would make sense. It sounds like the symptoms of allergies. We got a lot. They were inundated with people that found out that their animals had allergies. And apparently you can take your animal to a vet and do like the scratch tests and everything that we do with the humans and have them go through that whole process. Or you can be like, my cat's shedding, there's dander everywhere, and it's got a runny nose, and it was fine like a week ago. That's a little deductive reasoning, but not purely scientific. But good old common sense, I think, is what it's called. And, you know, I'm going to bring it right back to meditation. Good old common sense is sometimes it eludes us because we do make decisions based on fear, or we have no information, and so we base our decisions on fear, and we lose the connection to our good old common sense, our intuition. And when we meditate regularly, we have a greater ability to tap into that good old common sense and to know on a level that is almost hard to explain. So, and I would just ask you that while we're still, we know so much more now than we did before, when people tell you things that don't sound quite right, that your intuition is going, huh? What? Huh? Injected with what? Maybe do your own setback and do some of your own fact-checking and do some of your own investigation. And remember, when you are investigating on the internet, that there are these little trackers that will start to send you a search result that fits what you are investigating, what you are looking at. So it's called confirmation bias. You get a confirmation bias in your search engine just as you get a confirmation bias with the people that you're around. So it's always interesting to think about those things in terms, for me, in terms of how clear our own minds are and how objective can we be in our ability to discern truth and to fact check and find information. So now that there's more information and we know more, we still don't know a lot, but we know more. Before you are fearful about something, go out and get your own information. And if you go out, and you're not vaccinated, wear a mask. That's my PSA for the day. And please be careful around your friends with children that haven't been able to get vaccinated yet, because they're still at risk. I will say that too. Okay, so here we go. Oh boy, my cat is rolling over on her back. It's the cutest thing ever. I wish I could turn the camera. It's so cute. I've never seen her do this before. I think she's excited about being away from me. All right, here we go. You might hear her sneeze during meditation. Today we're going to do a variation of alternate side nostril breath, and we're going to follow that with a quick ride through the body in the different geographical locations, as I like to call them, the mapping points, that map to places we associate with elements. And then as humans, we extrapolate on those elements and we anthropomorphize them a little bit and give them human qualities, or we associate our own human emotions and qualities with them. That being said, there is a sort of it makes sense, right? That your root, your being grounded, your sense of having a home, your right to be here would go with the earth element, right? Same with the more ethereal, right, element, that you would associate that with intuition, wisdom, inner intelligence that receives a greater intelligence, if you will. And for instance, the fire element associated with digestion, right? It's all around the navel center, and this is where all of the organs of digestion and processing are in our body, and they do create heat when they do those processes. So they make sense, and we just kind of get into the body this way and associate this way, and it helps our minds have something to focus on, right? And then ultimately we can be in a place where we are clear-minded and use all of those elements to make clear decisions, and maybe even simply intuitive, good old-fashioned common sense decisions. So cheers, here we go. The alternate side nostril breath, you'll breathe in through one side, out through both nostrils, in through the other side, out through both nostrils. So you're alternating the inhale, and the exhale is through both nostrils. The exhale, do a slight, very, very, very quiet, almost imperceptible application of Ujjayi. If you don't have an Ujjayi practice, don't worry about that. Simply exhale with the throat open. All right? We'll move from that, and then I'll talk you through the other part of the meditation with your eyes closed. And if you prefer, your eyes can be open. Just allow your gaze to fall off the tip of your nose towards the floor. Let's get started. Go ahead and bring one hand to the center of your chest and the other to your stomach. Sit up nice and tall and close your eyes. And feel your body breathing beneath your hands. Notice if your shoulders or if your torso is sort of leaning forward. We refer to this as kind of projecting into the future in anticipation. If you're leaning back, being in the past, holding on to what was. Can be right here. So bringing those shoulders to balance right over your hips. And notice if your chin, I have a tendency to drop my chin. Notice if your chin is dropped or lifted, and see if you can find that place of neutral with your head balancing right at the top of the spine. That 10 pounds perfectly sitting at the top of the spine on the axis and atlas. Breathing in and out. And then you'll release your left hand down to your thigh or your knee. Join the thumb and pointer finger of that hand like a little OK symbol. Then take your peace fingers to the center of your forehead and rest your right thumb just above the nostril flare and your ring finger above the left nostril flare. Let's block the left nostril and inhale through the right. Hold, block both nostrils for a pause there. And exhale through both nostrils with that slight Ujjayi. Block the right, inhale left. Hold, block both nostrils. Exhale both nostrils. Return to inhale the right side. Hold, block both nostrils, pause. Exhale both. Inhale left. Hold, block, and pause. Exhale both. One more round, please. Breathe in through the right side. Hold, block both nostrils and pause. Then exhale both nostrils. Inhale left side. Hold, block both nostrils for a pause there. Exhale both nostrils, slight Ujjayi breath. Good, and from here, I'd like you to please keep your eyes closed and lower your right hand down to your thigh or knee and allow the thumb and index finger of that hand to come together. Maybe tucking the tip of that pointer finger just behind the tip of your thumb. The little OK symbol is referred to as Jnana Mudra. It's helpful for focus. Now I'd like you to take one more round of Ujjayi, just very quiet Ujjayi breath, and feel that at the throat. Now please relax your throat and see your breath moving in through both nostrils. See the two streams of air moving in through both nostrils each time you inhale. And as those two streams of air move in through both nostrils, they meet at a point just behind the center of your forehead, kind of in your sinus cavity area. And you begin to collect your awareness around that point, around that center. Check in with where your shoulders are and the top crown of your head in relationship with your pelvic bowl and your root. Keeping them aligned with each other. And then bring your awareness and attention to the way that your thighs feel, your legs, your bum, your sitting parts, right? You might be sitting cross-legged or in a chair, on a stool. Feel the parts of you associated with that seat. From your sit bones and pubic bone and pelvic floor down through your thighs, knees, lower legs, and feet. Feel that root, that earth-bound, grounded sensation. You're right to be here, to belong. home inside of you. Welcome yourself. You are welcome as you are. Take your awareness up to the part of your body that is the pelvis, that is the movement left and right, and forward and back, the fluidity that allows your legs to move forward and back, to take you places, to create the desires, the movement, water. Sense the part of yourself that has that capacity to create, to eliminate, to freeze up, to move. And around your abdomen, take your awareness to your fire center, will, power, digestion, processing. Feel the heat, digestion. You even sense that fire center illuminate and heat and warm the body from your center out into your limbs, fingertips and toes. At the center of your chest and your rib cage, the lungs, the sustenance of a breath of air. How that air circulates through the body, sustaining your life forces. How your heart beats in your chest. And the practical purpose of a circulation of blood, bringing that air through the body, the movements that happen, constantly moving like air. Even when it's still, the molecules dance. And as we are sustained by that air and the heart beats in our chest, we also have the feelings that come to our chest, that pass through, not permanent, temporary. And the throat, take your awareness to your throat from the collarbones to your jaw, your inner ears, the ears that hear the sounds that travel across space. Space, the quality that is almost or seemingly infinitesimal. Space to be in, to be heard, to listen. And vibration of sound in all of the spaces in your body, between the cells, the parts of the cells, the parts of the molecules that make up the cells, and so on. So much space in between. And finally, your awareness rests just behind the center of your forehead. Beyond time, desire, the need to communicate, in a quiet stillness, a clarity, a pure consciousness. Then yogis, begin to deepen your breath here. Bring your hands slowly together and rub your palms, creating that little bit of heat between the palms. Place your palms over your eyes. Breathe in and out here. Place your hands over the center of your chest. Breathe in and out here. Drop your hands down to cover your belly button. Breathe in and out here. Just feel the energy dropping down to your root. Place your right hand into a fist. Let that left hand envelop it and press back as you hinge forward. And once you hinge forward, blink your eyes open and focus at a point on your floor. Hopefully it's not a dust bunny. And if it is, don't worry about it. It'll pass. And then sit back up. And thank you so much for your patience this morning with my sound issues. And thank you so much for joining me. I will be back next week, Thursday at 6:35. Tell your friends, it's always a good time. Working on getting a clear mind and tapping into that good old common sense. Have a great day.